Okay, it's on. Hi, how are you? My name's Kelly, and this is the Dreamery podcast. Today is August 11th, and it's like, I don't know, 7 o'clock or 7:30 in the evening. Robin Williams died, so I'm a little sad about that. Anyway, how are you? Did I meet you this summer? I went to the Zombie Knitpocalypse and I went to the Super Summer Knit Together and I met a lot of people. I will try my best to stop doing this. I will try. You may notice I'm somewhere different this time, and I haven't done one of these in about a year, so a lot's been going on. When you last left me, I believe I had told you guys that I was working for Abby Francomont at Stringtopia in Lebanon, Ohio, and unfortunately her shop closed in June of this year. So I am no longer working for Abby. It was a lot of fun and a great experience, for sure, but the business wasn't going as well as she had hoped, so she had to close it. And when you last left me, my grandmother had died, and I was pretty sad about that, and had a lot going on with that. And right after I stopped working for Abby, my mom had a procedure for her cancer. My mom has inflammatory breast cancer. She was diagnosed in 2006. It is stage 4, it's metastatic, and in the past few months, her tumors have spread beyond her liver. They're in her pelvis and her femur and her skull, and so I don't have a lot of time left with my mom. So that leads up to, Kelly, why isn't your store open yet? I'm working on it. I promise you I'm working on it. I'm working on it very much. And right now, I was doing all of my podcasts with an iMac, and then my husband decided to sell it to my son, and then he got me a Windows laptop for doing this. And so I had to buy myself a web camera, and I don't know how well this will go. So I apologize in advance for if the sound is weird or if the lighting is weird. I think the lighting's kind of weird anyway. But it is what it is. I'll just keep working on it. So I've had a lot going on. I've made a lot of trips out to Maryland to take care of my mom, and because of that, I have not opened the store back up. I am going to open the store up very soon. It's mostly a matter of, look right behind me. Yes, with this hand, because it's a mirror. See that? That's my big boy McCoy. That is an electric skein winder. It does 6 at a time. 6. The only problem is that if the skeins are tangled, and oh my gosh, that's a real bugaboo for me. For example, where is it? This one right here. See how gorgeous this is? Yes, it's purple, and I don't like purple. We should all recognize that Kelly hates purple. This skein is the final one that goes in this package. See, it would be over here at the end, a nice dark purple. But This is so tangled and twisted. I know you can't tell from here, but I am getting really frustrated trying to wind it into mini skeins because of how tangled it is. I'm sure other dyers have this problem and never talk about it, but it's a huge problem for me, and I get really frustrated. I have to walk away from this for like a week before I decide to even try it again, because I don't want to ruin the yarn, and I also don't want to make mini skeins that are a yard long and I cut it, a yard long and I cut it until it's finally untangled. So that's another impediment to my store not being open yet, is yes, I have yarn. I have so much yarn for you guys to use and love and enjoy. You know what? The color's not right on that. Let me see if I get it closer. Anyway, look at that. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's 80% superwash merino, 20% silk. It's lace. Sorry. And I would love to give this to you with, this, because I think it looks awesome all together. Oh yeah, here's a good, that's a good shot. All the purples. But like I said, I have to level my frustration when I'm doing stuff like that. And then, see, here's when, this is Aqua's, let's see, wait, that's a little bit closer. I'm doing Aqua, I'm doing some orange. People like orange. Not really me, sometimes, but not all the time. So I'm doing that. Maybe by this weekend. What's today? Monday? Maybe by this weekend I'll have some stuff up. That's my goal anyway, is to sell things. If for some reason you go to my store, and it will be on sheepdreamery.com, it will not be on Etsy anymore. Mostly because I can do it on my own website. I don't really need Etsy. Their usefulness has gone to crap for me, so I don't need them anymore. And they can scamper off and sell things not handmade to people who don't care if they're not handmade. What else? So anyway, if you go to my store and it's not there, and you were expecting it to be there, and I had not said that it was going to be gone, it just means that something has happened and I have to go take care of that. And here's the other thing. I'm never going to have my store open if I can't deliver right away. I feel really, really strongly about that. There are a lot of people who will go ahead and take your money and then take months to mail something off, and then they'll say, oh, well, this happened and that happened, blah, 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 and you're supposed to forgive them every time. That's not how it's going to work with me. My store will be closed. No money will be exchanged until I have my crap together so that you can get whatever you like from me. Does that make sense? Man, there's a lot of grifters out there. A lot of grifters. A lot. So, yes. Will I ever do a yarn club? Nope. I would rather sell you what I have on hand and make no promises, because It's a bad way to do business. Bad, bad, bad. Man. Bad. So, if you don't know, I'm on Instagram. I haven't posted very much in the past week or so, but I usually post a picture or two a week, depending on what's going on. When I'm doing more yarn related things, there are more pictures. So, am I still twirling in my chair? I'm sorry if I am. I apologize. That's more creaks. More creakety creaks. Okay. So, in June, I went to Rochester, Minnesota for the Zombie Knit Apocalypse Retreat, and I was a vendor there. Yes. See, I had it on hand. You could take what you want, and I would take your money, and that was the transaction. Simple as that. I didn't say, oh, well, you can pre-order, blah, 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 blah. And then I go, well, I got sidetracked, and now it's August, and you're just up Craps Creek. Don't do that. But I had a great time. I finally got to meet a lot of people that I was really looking forward to meeting, and I made a lot of new friends, and it was a lovely, lovely time. I've never been to Rochester, Minnesota before. Did not know what to expect, and it was nice. Everything was very convenient, within walking distance, stores and restaurants and things like that. And Megan and Amy put on a great event. Kept people busy. Kept you busy. As for me, every once in a while I would just kind of disappear. That's because I had to get low. I was too high. I was too visible. It was time to get low again. I get like that. I just, after a while, I'm like, okay, all the fun's done for now. It's time for me to be gone. So if you're looking for me and you never got to see me, hopefully next year. I do plan to go back next year. And I need to fill out an application for vendor and see if I get picked. So after that lovely retreat, there was the Stephen and Stephen tour. Stephen West and Stephen B. They were an hour away from Rochester in Winona, Minnesota, and they were doing like a little class. It was maybe a 4-hour class. And so while I was there, I decided that I was going to knit Stephen West's pattern called Welty. I always think of Eudora Welty, but this is a shawl that has welts in it, kind of like bloop, bloop. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to do a shawl. I'm going to use these colors. And I decided to use some bright, crazy neon colors because Stephen B., who is a master salesman, if you've never seen somebody do sales before, he is one to watch. I don't know if any of you, when is Stitches? Was it last weekend? Is it coming this weekend? He's a master. You will wind up buying something from him. He was trying to get people to knit outside of their comfort zones, whether that be trying a shawl for the first time instead of knitting their 95th sock, or just trying a different color. So I got out some lace that I had dyed, the mini skeins in neon, and I was knitting with it, and I'd asked Stephen West a question about how one of the instructions in his pattern went, and he was like, oh, I love these colors. I was like, do you? Would you like a pack? And he was like, yeah, sure. So I gave him a pack and I gave Stephen B a pack, and let me tell you, both of those guys are really awesome. And Stephen West gets a lot of crap for his photography, his poses, and you gotta knock it off because he's a really, really nice guy. He is very humble. He's really sweet. Really, really sweet guy. And photography does not necessarily reflect the personality of an individual at all times. He's not some wild, crazy douchebag. He's a nice guy. And he really wants people to knit his patterns and love his patterns and understand his patterns. And so I was really happy that I was able to take that class. Really happy. Just for the learning experience of it all. And then I went home, and after I got home, I found out that Mr. West had taken a picture on Instagram of the yarn I had given him and said that he loved it. So that was kind of exciting. Kind of, just a little bit. I was pretty happy about it. And then I was like, well, hot damn, I've got to buy more yarn. So I have so much more yarn to dye and skein on Big Boy McCoy back there. And I'm looking forward to getting it in the shop to sell to you guys. So after Zombie Apocalypse, blah, 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 I died. And then it was time for SSK. The Super Summer Knit Together in Nashville. And I got to meet more people that I could not wait to meet. And I got to hang out with all kinds of new people. I had adventures. I went with a few people to the Bluebird Cafe, and that's where brand new songwriters are curated, are bespoke, and come and perform. And so we got to see 3 different groups of songwriters perform their music, and it was awesome. It was a really lovely time. I'm big into music, like in kind of a big way. And so that was really important to me, to be able to go and see something like that. And support your people. Buy their stuff. Don't just booty boot it from somewhere. And what else? One morning I went on a walk on Music Row, and that was a good time. And and while I was doing it, I found the Thai food truck. Oh, it was so good. It was 11 o'clock in the morning, and I hadn't had breakfast, but I was planning on lunch, and they had a tiger tear salad. I was like, I have to get it. Like, I am still thinking about this tiger tear salad. It was that good. It was that good. Tiger tear salad, for those of you who don't know, it's just, it's like a marinated beef that goes on top of a salad. But, it's a spicy. It's got a nice spice. So that was enjoyable. What else did I do? Mostly I just kind of wandered around and tried to be engaging. And then it was time to get low again. And some nights I had some trouble falling asleep. And so I would just send emails out to certain people. You know who you are. telling them about how much fun I was having at the retreat. It was a great time. So I had a lovely time in Nashville. I had never been to Nashville before, and I want to go back. I want to go back. So then I came home, did more dyeing, and then I was like, well, it's time to start doing some podcasting again. And I realized I was unequipped. Had to get equipped. Now I'm equipped, and this is it. This is it for now. I feel like I had more to talk about, more to show you guys, but this is just a first trial run to see how everything's going to go, because it's my first time in a long time, and I'm on a new computer and a new webcam, and that's just my creaky chair. Oh, did you see Guardians of the Galaxy yet? Go see it. Go see it. I've seen it twice now in 3D IMAX. It's a good time. It's a good time. If you love Firefly, you should love this. Anything else? Look at that giant Zet. Ugh. I got the PMSs. Ugh. Anyway. Oh, that's right. Okay. So this is my first one, and I know people haven't been watching for a while, and I have no idea how many people are going to watch this now. 2? 3? 5? So I'm going to do a giveaway of something. Yes. But I'm not giving it away this week. I'm going to give it away in like 2 weeks. This was in my goodie bag when I went to what the heck was it? Oh, the Steven and Steven tour. You paid $100 for the class, and you also got a goodie bag. And this was in my goodie bag. This is a Namaste, and it's in, I think the color is eggplant. Does it say? Yes, it does say. It's eggplant. So it is a Megan Pouchlet eggplant. Animal-friendly, PVC-free products to make you smile. Well, it's purple, so I wasn't really smiling. But it's got a handy-dandy thing, and it'll come off. It looks like, yeah. So it's like a wristlet, and then it just has a single pouch. There's nothing else in it. So this is what I'm going to give away, because I know somebody out there will appreciate it. Yes, it won't be me. So, yeah, let's see. If today's the 11th, so like August 25th, I'll do a giveaway of this. So I'm going to post a picture of it on Instagram now, and tell people that my podcast is going to be up soon, and hopefully I'll have a lot of people watching, and then I'll give it away now. And I think that's it for now. I hope all of you are doing okay, and blurp. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys, I got a puppy. I got a puppy back in January. Her name is Sasha Fierce. She is allegedly like part shepherd, part Alaskan Eskimo something, but her ears have never went up. Doot doot. So nanu nanu. So who knows? I think maybe she's part German Shepherd and part Black Lab. That's what I think. But she's a good time. She's chock full of personality. She's a lot of fun. I put a lot of pictures of her on Instagram. So, and I am Sheep Dreamery on Instagram. I do have a group on Ravelry called Sheep Dreamery, and if you like that little pocket purse there, you should definitely join, because that's where I'm going to get my list of people who are going to be eligible for the giveaway. So join up, say hi. It's pretty dead in there, which is my fault. I'm to blame for that. I don't get on Ravelry as much as I used to, unless I'm getting real fighty. Man, some people out there are just full of hate. Full of hate. Full of hate. Anyway, so that's the only time I show up, is to argue with people and tell them they're terrible for hating other people. So, not the best way to go. Not the best way for me to conduct myself. I know this. But I'm human, and I like sticking up for my friends. So, let's see. It's 27 minutes. It's probably enough time for my first time back. And I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Ta-ta! Yes. Bye now.